We have Jose. Oh man, Jesus. I know there's a bug. I'm being bugged. I'm being bug unfriendly. Jesus Hoagland. Jesus Hoagland. I need to say something. I don't know Jesus like that. When I did see Jesus, when I first saw Jesus, the first time I saw him was on YouTube, in front of the face of a Trump supporter at the Women's March, holding her ground. I don't know. I'm sorry. What's your pronouns? They holding their ground, holding it, and the video went like just what's that word called? Viral. The video went viral of Jesus holding ground in front of this Trump supporter. It was beautiful, and after that I was like, oh, I should know this person. So anyway, this is Jesus is with the EJ League and Youth Pride. Jesus is a Providence community member who has been organizing for 10 years, focusing on youth, queer identity, and environmental justice. Give it up for Jesus.
Thank y'all. Whew. Yeah, that was a time. It was a time. And just in reference to that, and I just find it funny because what I was in that Trump supporter's face saying was, I'm sorry for ruining your safe spaces, and like my whole life is all about creating safe spaces. So it's just like it was a moment for me. But I do want to stop and thank y'all for like letting me come out here and talk and just hear what I got to say. I'm gonna be basically just giving you a breakdown of what I do, why I do it, and like how you can connect to it or how it can help you or the youth in your life. Again, my name is Jesus Hoagland. I'm 24 years old. I've lived in Providence for 12 years. I was born in New York. I'm a Leo. What else is there? I'm Afro-Taino. I identify as queer. My gender is whatever I want it to be when I wake up. That's that. All right. Throughout my years of work, I worked at the Environmental Justice League for about 10 years now. And a lot of what the Environmental Justice League does is basically teach youth about the toxins in their community, a lot around how your zip code can be your biggest overall predictor on your overall health, whether that come from toxic facilities to like policing and the stresses that come through that. Besides that, we teach about food justice and talking about the food structure and why folks have access to the food that they have access to in their neighborhood and making sure that they are aware and part of the process in changing that for themselves. I do tours of Providence. I've done gentrification tours of Providence. I've done youth leadership tours of Providence. We have an airport shuttle bus that we converted to run on veggie oil, so we're able to just take folks on just tours all around the city. And so we really try to make sure that youth get that outlook of their city and like know what's in their neighborhood, and how to critique it and who to critique it to. Besides that, I work at Youth Pride, which is an organization that focuses on creating safe spaces for LGBTQ youth, gender nonconforming folks, straight allies, by just creating a space where we just hold each other accountable. I love my youth at my space just because they really understand that we can't stop the toxicities from coming in through a door. Like, you're gonna have toxic people in your whole life, whether it's at work, school, home, like at this park, like we here, and like it's all about learning how to deal with it. It's learning how to use those microaggressions as moments of learning moment, teaching moments. Like, actually, you can say that better, and like this is what you actually said when you said that, or this is what I understood when you said that. And making sure that young folks have the ability to just communicate, right? Like, that's all we're trying to understand each other. And so just within all of this, and creating safe spaces, like I try to really think of creating safe spaces holistically. With just environmental work, a lot of what our focus is creating a space where folks are able to like eat, breathe, play, work in an environment where it's healthy for them. The air is not toxic. They can drink their water. There's not asbestos in their building, Central High School. And making sure that you just have a safe space where you could just be. And then on top of that, part of creating a holistic safe space is making sure that you can just be, and like just be who you are and be your true self. Be queer, be gender fluid, like, and just be able to experience that in complete safe spaces. So a lot of what I do in my life is try to create holistic safe spaces when it comes to like environmental hazards and queer and gender identity. I'm done talking. Oh wait. I have one thing, and basically is what we're doing right now. So EJ League, what they're focusing on, they're trying to create cooperative hubs. And when we're talking about a lot of what's happening in our community, it's all about creating the new and creating an alternative structure. And so a lot of what EJ League is doing is trying to create cooperative hubs regionally, so that folks can learn how to create cooperatives. Talk about there's like a co-op academy that we're trying to bring to Providence so that folks can just have that education. Youth Pride, you know, a lot of our work, like, you know, folks have been talking about like sex work, and like youth YPI has like in its structure, we work with like queer youth of color that are doing sex work, and like we give them the supplies that they need in order to be safe, and so, like, you know, just reiterating what people have said again, like, you're not creating a space that is safe for folks to be. And I'm gonna leave it there. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Jesus.